Hey everyone, Coach Allen here with Crow River Sport and Fitness. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about why measuring progress matters in athlete development. One of the biggest differences between recreational training and performance training is this: we measure progress. In a lot of sports environments, improvement can feel a little subjective. An athlete might feel faster. A coach might think they're jumping a little higher. A parent might notice they look stronger. But feelings and observations don't always tell the full story. In performance training, we try to remove the guesswork. Instead of guessing whether an athlete is improving, we measure it. Now, depending on that athlete's age, we'll use different tools. For our younger athletes, we keep things simple. We'll often use things like a jump mat during class. That allows athletes to see exactly how high they're jumping. It gives them immediate feedback. And honestly, it also creates a little friendly competition in the room. Kids love trying to beat their previous jump or to see who can jump the highest that day. It keeps training fun while also giving us a simple way to track progress. As athletes get older and move into high school, we start to use our more advanced tools. For example, we might use our force plates to measure things like power output and force production. That allows us to see how explosively an athlete produces force. We can also use our laser timing systems to track speed very accurately. Those tools help us to see improvements that might not always be obvious by just watching. And we also use our training app so athletes can track things like strength progress, training volume, testing metrics, and consistency over time. So progress is not left to memory, it's documented. So let me give you an example of why this matters. Sometimes an athlete feels like they're not improving very much, but when we look at their testing results, we might see their vertical jump has actually increased 2 inches, or that their sprint time has improved. Now we know the training is working. And other times an athlete might feel faster and stronger, but the numbers show something else. That tells us we need to adjust the training to keep development moving forward. Now the goal here isn't to obsess over numbers. We're not turning every training session into a test. The goal is simply to make sure development is moving in the right direction. Because when training is measurable, it becomes intentional. Instead of guessing on what an athlete needs, we can adjust the training based on real feedback. And when that training becomes intentional, progress starts to compound over time. Small improvements in strength, small improvements in speed, small improvements in power. And those together over months and years, and the athlete becomes a totally different performer. And that's really the point. Training shouldn't rely on guesswork. When progress is measured, development becomes clear, purposeful, and repeatable. And over time, that's what turns potential into performance. Hey everyone, I'm Coach Allen with Crow River Sport and Fitness. Thanks for joining me today. If you like this kind of content, please click like and subscribe. Until next time, have a great day.